Hello students, welcome to the English class of Standard 7. As you all know, I am your English teacher Kavita Victor. So, you must be aware that we are now studying the lesson A Soldier's Son, isn't it? Do you all remember the previous story? What happened until now? If you all remember, then very good. Okay, so it is A Soldier's Son. Now we will see the last part, part 4. Okay, it has been written by Miss Shobha Ghosh. So we will continue with the story. Son, weren't you afraid of the enemy? My father told me never to be afraid of the enemy. They can't do a thing if our number is not written on the bullet. Good, you are indeed the brave son of a brave soldier. Has the enemy been able to catch the pilot? So now the commanding officer, as you know, he is talking to the little boy, Makbul Butt. Okay, now he's telling he's surprised at the bravery of that little boy. So he's asking, were you not afraid of the enemy? Even big people will get scared sometimes, but this little boy is not at all scared. So he's asking, weren't you afraid? So the boy is telling, no, because my father told me never to be afraid of the enemy. So his father, who was also a soldier, he died in the hands of the enemy during a war. So he has taught his son never to be afraid of the enemy. That is what this boy is following in his life. They can't do anything if your number is not written on the bullet. So he is telling only if your number is written on the bullet. That means if it is fate that you have to die in because of that bullet, only then you will die. Otherwise, even if it is your enemy, they can't hurt you or harm you. That is what he is telling. So why should we be scared of them? Isn't it? So that is why he is very brave. And now the commanding officer is telling, good, you are indeed the brave son of a brave soldier. And now he is asking about the pilot. I don't know, sir. I couldn't wait to see. I had to carry out my orders first. I know where he fell. I also know where the enemy lines are. I can guide you to it by a shortcut so that you can intercept them and cut off their retreat. We must go at once, sir. The enemy came on foot. If you take jeeps, you will be able to surround them and catch them. Instructions noted, sir. Action will be taken, smiled the commanding officer. Now the little boy is telling, I know where he fell. I know where the enemy line is. I even know a shortcut. So he is telling the commanding officer, I'll take you through a shortcut so we can reach him before the enemy comes. Because the enemy came only by foot. Foot means they came by walk. So if we take a jeep, we can go faster. So the commanding officer agrees. 5 minutes later, the group of enemy soldiers found themselves surrounded by jeeps. There was no escape. One of them started to run, but realized that it was of no use. Throwing down his gun, he raised his hands above his head. The enemy was rounded up and the pilot rescued. He was bleeding, for he had been dragged along when he failed to rise and walk, even when prodded with bayonets. He was muttering something incoherently. Boy, packet. He could say no more. The pilot was taken to the military hospital at once. So the boy gave the instructions right to the commanding officer. So they followed the boy's instructions and they took jeeps and they followed the path which the boy showed them. So they were able to catch the enemy because the enemy was walking. They were on foot. They took these commanding officer and boy and others. They went by jeep and they were able to surround him. So many jeeps surrounded the enemy and they were all caught. Now the enemy is caught. So one of them tried to run, but he realized it was no use because they had jeeps and they were now he realized that anyway he will be caught, so it is better to surrender. So he surrendered. So surrender means they will raise their hand up, that means okay, I surrender. So they will throw the gun and they will be taken over by the army people. So the pilot, what is the condition of the pilot? He is wounded and he is bleeding. Why? Because the enemy had also dragged him. Okay, so he was bleeding and he could not walk even when prodded with the bayonets. So in the beginning I showed you the picture of bayonet. No, bayonet means there is a sharp, sometimes guns will have a sharp knife in the front of the gun with which they can hit or even hurt someone. So with that the enemy soldiers had attacked him. They had poked him to make him get up and walk, but still the pilot was very hurt, so he could not walk, and they took him to the military hospital. Makbul, thank you, my brave son. Now you must be taken home. Your mother will be worried about you. So the commanding officer is telling, now you should go home because your mother will be worried, right? Her son is missing since a very long time. I am Makbul Bhatt, son of India. This is my land and these are my brothers. It is here that I was born and nurtured. My family's blood is mixed with the soil of this land, and my mother's tears water the earth on which our crops grow. My loyalty rests here with my brothers, my relations of the soil, for we have broken bread on the same land. So he says, this is my land. The people here are my brothers and my father's blood. Why father's blood? Because he died. It is mixed with this soil of this land, and my mother's tears are what they are watering the earth of this place. So this is my land and the people here are my brothers. That is what he is telling. See, a little boy, he is so patriotic, isn't it? The boy who had been standing crumpled up all of a sudden and fell down. The enemy fire had hit his leg and blood was dropping from the wound. The commanding officer gathered the fallen figure in his arms and carried the child to the ambulance. The boy stirred and grimaced with pain. Major Dogra moved swiftly to him and gently eased his leg into a more comfortable position. The commanding officer frowned in worry. His eyes brimmed with tears. Now only the boy realizes that his leg is also wounded. Remember in the previous class we saw the enemy was shooting at him, right? He was trying to run. So in that shooting, in that firing, his leg is hurt terribly, but until now he didn't even realize. Okay, because he had a very major task in hand. He had to save that pilot. So he forgot even about his own pain. Now he could not take it anymore because the blood, because of lot of bleeding. So he crumpled, he almost fainted. Okay. Makbul smiled through his dirt-streaked face. A soldier never weeps, sir. He's telling, even his face, everything is filled with dirt or dust. In spite of that, he's telling, a soldier should never cry, sir. That means he's so brave. He's not crying, he's just holding his breath, and grimacing means in his face, if there is lot of pain, the facial expression will change, but he's not crying. He's telling, I will not cry. Another voice from somewhere far away, lost in the distant years, seemed to say, a soldier never runs from the enemy. Father, you told me. He must face the bullets even when they tear his chest to shreds. Now as soon as the boy told this, the commanding officer is remembering something. So somewhere in the far away, some distant year, like many years ago, whatever was told, those words are coming back to him. Okay. So he is telling his son, the commanding officer's son is speaking to him. His voice is heard. He is telling, a soldier will never run. Father, he must face the bullets even if the enemy is tearing his chest to shreds, means Shreds means small pieces. So even the commanding officer's son is telling that. He heard these voice long back. So what happened to the officer's son? See what he's telling? Yes, my son, a soldier must not weep. So commanding officer is telling to the little boy, yes, we should not weep, but a father's heart weeps and bleeds with the blood of his son. So what happened to his son? He has died in the war. See, the little Makbul Butt's father has died, and this commanding officer's son has also died in the war. So he is telling, my son has died, so my heart is weeping and bleeding, bleeding with bleeding because of the sorrow of losing my son. I received the PVC. PVC means Paramveer Chakra for my son in the 1971 war. So in 1971, in the war, the commanding officer's son has lost his life. Okay, so he got Paramveer Chakra award. So see, this is the award. It is given. It is the highest military honor given to the soldiers or people who have showed bravery in times of war. Okay. He must have been very brave. You too are brave, sir. Don't worry. It will be all right. I am a soldier's son, and I too will become a soldier when I grow up. So the boy is telling, oh, he must have been a very brave soldier. Your son must have been a very brave soldier. You are also very brave. He's telling, and he's consoling the officer. He's telling, don't worry, sir. Everything will be all right. I am also a soldier's son, and when I grow up, I will also become a soldier. You, my child, are a soldier already, aren't you? So the commanding officer is telling, you are already a soldier. We are proud of you and hope that someday you will lead our army with the same daring and courage that you have shown today. So the officer is telling, you are already a soldier, you are so brave. You led us, you led the army today with so much courage. Hope you will do the same thing when you grow up and become a soldier. So this was the story. Did you all like the story? Interesting, isn't it? So doesn't it also create little bit of patriotism, little extra courage in you? Okay, the same way we should also try to be brave and courageous in whatever small things we face in our day-to-day lives. Okay, and when we get a chance to fight for the country, show our patriotism, we should never hesitate. Okay, thank you all so much. Hope you enjoyed this lesson of soldier's son, and hope you have also learnt some moral from this. Okay, see you all. Bye bye.